Hey everyone, Bobby Joe here from Send a Package. We're at the Riverside Church for the campaign to end parole abusers and reunite families. Tonight we're going to be meeting with congressmen, authors, family members, children, mothers, brothers, everyone that has something or someone that is incarcerated. We want to get their opinion. We want to know why they're here, what they believe in, why they're here to support, and just get to know a little bit about them. We want to tell them about Send a Package, why we're here, how we're here to show them love and support and bring families closer. Hey everyone, Bobby Joe here from Send a Package. We're at the Riverside Church. We just watched an amazing speech by Five. He told us a great story about his life, and I kind of just want to let him take it away and spread some inspirational words and talk about what he thinks about Send a Package.
Yeah. My name is Five Moalim Ak. I'm with the campaign in Jim Crow. I work with the American Friends Service Committee. More on a personal note, I've done 12 years incarcerated, 5 of that in solitary. And the single most support system inside prison structures itself is the ability for a person to feed themselves. When you're incarcerated, it's hard you lose everything that you have, the essence of yourself. They take everything from you, strip you down, and give you everything that they want you to have. And being through that, only the ability to order something and have things and prepare meals in yourself is the only sense of individuality, the only sense of human nature that you can have in yourself. So packages is a very, very important part of maintaining and of course survival inside. And of course a complete system like this is something that's necessary where prices are competitive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have anything else that you would like to say, or anyone that you would like to spread some love to, or any inspirational words to the men and women that are locked up right now?
Right. I have so many comrades inside of prison in every facility in New York State, but I also do advocacy for brothers and sisters who are inside. You can find me at afsc.org or endthenewjimcrow@gmail.com. I do case advocacy. I will definitely, hopefully, have plenty of catalogs to send you that you can be self-sufficient in. But I also wanted to state that as we make these decisions, as they try to rule out more and more abilities for people to have self-sufficiency inside of prison, they want to deny people from having catalogs. And that's something that we have to keep in mind, that it's also not just a point of ordering something, it's the point of being able to do what you want to do. It's a freedom, and not having the freedom is a hard part. That's torturous. It is. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. All right? This is Five, an amazing man, doing great things. Thank you again. Bobby Joe here from Send a Package. I have the amazing opportunity to meet Haper, a fantastic actor. He has a new book that's coming out. Do you want to tell us about your book?
The book just came out this week called Letters to an Incarcerated Brother. It's a motivational book, first of its kind, to men, women, and their families, providing hope, inspiration, and specific tools about ending recidivism, about using time while you're inside, and hopefully it's going to change lives.
Awesome. I just want to get your opinion. What do you think about Send a Package?
I think Send a Package is fantastic. We need different ways to directly connect with our brothers and sisters that are inside. They need a way to connect with us. And if this is a way to help manifest that and make that happen, then I'm fully supportive.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I know you have to go speak, so it was great talking to you.
Thank you.
The great ideals and enterprises of American society. I would suggest to you that perhaps the number one way that we can help folks that come out of parole or probation is economic help. The number one way is for you to start a business, a successful business, and therefore you can employ people that come out of prison. The number one thing that ends up sending us back to prison, it ends up cranking up our recidivism rates happens to be the fact that you can't find legitimate employment.
Economic castration.
Start a business, become an employer, and hire brothers and sisters coming out of prison. Having a new website built this next week, and a brother who is incarcerated is building my website. I hope it's good. But the beautiful thing about it is, if it is good, then I can recommend it to so many other people and try to help seed his business. And then if his business grows, you can then start employing other brothers and sisters and training them in web design, web development. The only way that's going to work is that if he has a business plan. The future does not belong to those who are fearful of false evidence appearing real, of bold projects and new ideas, but rather the future belongs to those who can blend 3 words: passion. All passion means is energy. So many of us don't do what Scientific Soul Session asks us to do. We don't yell and scream and actually get up a little bit and decide that this stuff makes me angry, that I actually want to do something about it. Physics proves to us that the only way you can move a mass in stasis, that means something that is not moving, is to apply some measure of energy. So if we actually want to see results in this area, if we want to see change, then we have to apply some measure of energy. Yet most of us don't know raise our voice.
Bobby Joe here from Send a Package. We're at the Riverside Church for the campaign to end parole abusers and reunite families. What is your name?
Candace.
Hi, Candace. We just met Candace, her and her friend over here that's afraid to get on the camera, but it's all right. We were just telling Candace a little bit about Send a Package, how we make life easier for family members, and kids, and friends of those that are incarcerated. And I just want to get your opinion. What do you think about Send a Package? What do you think about what we're trying to do to give back to the community?
Well, I think Send a Package is great. However, where were you guys 20 years ago? You know, for all of us youth that grew up and had parents that were, how should I say, incarcerated back in the 80s, 90s, and now 2000, you know, but Send a Package is great. You know, I needed your help too when I was dealing with them dudes in the street that needed packages. However, you know, shout out to Calvin. Hi.
Hi, Calvin.
You wrongfully accused, come home. But anywho, sorry. But yeah, Send a Package is great.
Awesome. I really appreciate that. And you're all right. We should have been here 20 years ago, but you know what? We're here now, and that's what matters. And we're trying to do our best to make things easier for everybody. For you, for Calvin, for my father, for everyone and anyone who knows anyone that's incarcerated. I want to thank you for talking in front of the camera. And no problem. Tell everyone to go to sendapackage.com.
Sendapackage.com.
Bobby Joe here from Send a Package. We're at the Riverside Church with DY. He just wants to talk to everybody and tell a story.
Well, my name is D.Y. the Dawn. I'm a recording artist out the Bronx. Basically, you know, I have a experience with incarceration. I was incarcerated for 16 years. Here at this parole event here in Riverside Drive, because me personally, I went to 6 parole boards while I was incarcerated. You know, got denied 6 times, left on my conditional release date. You know, and it's a sad thing because while I was incarcerated, I did almost every program imaginable. You know, I did all the rehabilitation programs. I did college. I did anti-violence, anti-drugs. I even facilitated programs upstate. You know, and still was denied parole. You know, and I feel like the parole guidelines, you know, have to be, you know, reinvented. You know, that way, you know, people who deserve parole can get parole. You got a lot of brothers that's upstate right now that, you know, have life at the end of their sentence, you know, and been incarcerated for 20, 30 years. And a lot of them brothers, you know, have changed their lives. You know, a lot of them brothers have, you know, they educate young brothers that come upstate. You know, they like father figures and mentors. And, you know, they deserve a second chance at life. So, you know, we have to support events like this, come out here, you know, give our love, give our support, you know, financially, here, physically, you know, spiritually, however we're going to do it. And make sure that, you know, we help them brothers that's inside.
Well, thank you very much, DRI. Do you want to say a couple words about Send a Package and what you think of the company?
Send a Package is a great company. While I was incarcerated, you know, I received numerous packages from my family and friends, and it was always difficult because it's hard to meet the guidelines. Every facility has its own guidelines in accordance with packages. So it's hard to find a store or a product that actually meets all of the qualifications that the facility allows. Send a Package makes everything easy because they know the guidelines and they follow the guidelines. So it's like a one-stop shop. You know, you come here, get your clothing, come here, get your food, come here, get your, you know, your music. I know, you know, CB just got the permission from Universal Records to send all of their catalogs inside the prisons, which is a great thing because, you know, music, as they say, is like, you know, it's a rehabilitation tool. It soothes the soul. And, you know, it's a wonderful thing. So Send a Package, support it. If you have a family member that's incarcerated, make sure you check Send a Package because everything they need is in here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And can you tell everyone where to go? Tell them to go to sendapackage.com.
Yeah. Go to sendapackage.com, right on the website. Check it out. You get a catalog, look it through, and everything that your family member needs is in here.
Well, thank you, DY. Take care. Bobby Joe here from Send a Package. We're at the Riverside Church. We just saw an amazing performance by this group called Impact, and I would love to get you guys' names. Starting over here.
Hi, I'm Carlton.
Jordan. Beatrice.
LJ.
Nia. Cheyenne.
Niala. Chandrika.
They were in there killing it. They were rapping, they were singing, they were spouting inspirational words. Very, very moving performance. And I want to get to talk to the guy who actually coordinated this whole group. What's your name?
I'm Jamal Joseph. I'm the co-founder of Impact Repertory Theater.
So as you know, Send a Package is a one-stop shop to help families, friends, and children send packages to whoever they know that's incarcerated. I want to know what you think about Send a Package, how important it is to give back and inspire those that are incarcerated or that are coming home, just to let them know that we love them and just inspire them not to go back.
Well, one of the things that's important to understand is that the statistics in our community, in the black community, says that 1 in 8, 1 in 9 of our young black men will graduate from high school and go to college, but that 1 in 3 are guaranteed to wind up in the criminal justice system. And that's because of laws that are not fair. That's because of an economic system that's not fair. So we're dealing with class and race that incarcerates. And when you look at that, you're looking at almost every family in our community that has someone who's incarcerated. When they're gone, they're not forgotten. They're still family members. They're alive. They have their hopes. They have their dreams. They have their wish for the future to live a more productive life. The thing that's a lifeblood, and I'm saying to you as someone who is standing here who is a professor at Columbia University, who's a writer, director, and a producer, who's the founder of this organization, but who spent 9.5 years in prison. And I have to tell you, those letters and those packages from home were a lifeline. They made me understand that someone cared. They nourished me at times when there was nothing that I could eat in the mess hall. And really importantly, it lets the prison authorities know that someone cares about you. Prisoners who are alone, that don't get packages, that don't get letters, are the ones who are victimized the most by things that go on inside the institution. So it's a lifeline of love, of hope, and of family. And it's really, really important that families be assisted in this way in terms of keeping that love line and that lifeline between them and their incarcerated family members.
Thank you very much. Well said. Is there anyone here who would like to say hi to anyone or just let anyone know that they love them? Anyone who you know that's incarcerated? You don't have to say their name if you don't want to. Or if you guys just want to say, everyone go to www.sendapackage.com. Yeah. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Everyone
go to www.sendapackage.com. Thank you guys so much.
Always likes to say, keep a positive thought, because a positive thought cannot be denied. Peace.
My name is Prodigy. Got a rap group called Mob Deep. Yeah, I did 3 years in prison. I just came home maybe 2 years and a half ago, maybe. Still on parole, almost off. So I know what it is about being locked up and all that. Plus, I had an bone deadly disease called sickle cell anemia, and that makes it super rough being locked up with that. So my experience in prison was different than most, but yeah, I went through it, and I learned a lot being locked up. I went in with the plan on getting my life together because growing up with sickle cell, it was kind of different for me, man. It made me real angry at God, for making me go through that pain. I was a young kid, I didn't understand why I was going through that. And, I had to learn. It took me a long, long time to learn that, everything happened for a reason in people's lives. And sometimes things happen for you to learn a lesson and for you to learn from it. And, right before I got locked up, I started learning a lot about health and diet and how, a lot of things that the doctors would never tell my parents about diet and lifestyle that could actually almost, not I ain't gonna say cure, but it does actually, cure most ailments if you just change your diet, your way of thinking, the lifestyle. So I had to learn that on my own just from reading and just from, trial and error and just experience of different things. I had to learn, and right before I went to jail, I had learned that my diet was making me sick, and the things I was doing, was making me sick. So I started, drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of green vegetables. I started reading about diet and reading about, the history of food and different things like that, and just learning the different foods that's out there, what foods are bad, what foods are good for you. And And I started actually applying it to my life and doing that and eating the right things. And I started seeing I wouldn't get sick anymore. You know, it actually worked. And the doctors never told me. You know what I mean? And so right before I went to jail, I started learning all that. And I went in with the mind state that, all right, we go to jail, I gotta do this 3 years. You know, I had got caught with a legal firearm in my car. You know, I wasn't out there running around robbing people. I wasn't out there, you know, doing, you know, craziness. You know, I was actually carrying a gun to protect myself. You know, because I deal with a lot of jealousy in my career. You know, people want to rob me, or they don't like me for whatever reason. They feel like I owe them something or whatever. So I would carry a gun to protect myself, which I shouldn't have been doing. I should have did it the right way. Hire a bodyguard or whatever, you know, do the right thing. But a lot of times, coming from where I'm from, you know, they laugh at things like that. Oh, you need a bodyguard, or you scared to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I grew up, and that's why I was carrying a gun. That's why I went to jail. So being locked up, I changed my life. You know, I changed my way of thinking. You know, I got myself in shape. I started working out every day. You know, I ate the right foods for the whole entire 3 years I was in there. I would get packages. I would get 35 pounds a month. And my whole entire 35 pounds would be green vegetables. It would be cans of green vegetables. And I never asked for snacks or anything like that in my package. My wife, she would just send me green vegetables. I did that, drank man water, you know, worked out. I got my mind together being locked up. I started reading a lot more about history and other things. And, you know, I came out, you know, with the intentions and with the plan on, you know, giving back and doing the right thing. And coming out and talking to kids and talking to parents and talking to people, you know, just humans about, you know, just doing the right things in life. You know, no matter what it is, like, you know, just doing the right things, man, being a good person, making the right choices in life. You know what I mean? So we don't have to risk going to jail, man. You know, growing up where I came from, man, where, you know, where most of us all come from the hood, that's in here, you know, it's real hard to do the right thing sometimes because you get a lot of peer pressure from your friends. You know, you see how fast money, people sell drugs and make money real quick. You want nice things, you want this, that, and the third. And it's real easy to sell drugs and commit a crime and do something to get it. But we got to change that. Or else we can't complain about, oh, the hood is like this and everything's messed up and all that. We got to change our choices that we're making out here. You know what I mean? And it starts with yourself. You know, so I'm speaking for myself, telling you the changes that I made within myself, you know what I mean? And I want to come out and just share my changes with everybody else and maybe apply it to their life and or pass it on to somebody else, you know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing. You know, Mr. Hawk right here, I've known for a while. It's hard to come behind him. You had a great speech up there, you said some great things. I'm just like freestyling right now. But I'm coming from the heart telling you how this is real. Like, you know what I mean?
And we feel your heart and your spirit.
Alright, thank you. The young lady came up here and you know, said the thing about therapy, going to therapy. I had to go to therapy when I was young because of my sickle cell. I wanted to kill myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even want to live anymore because I was tired of that pain. It's like so painful. I was just tired. I was like 12 years old and I wanted to kill myself. My mother came in my room and she saw me in the closet trying to cut my wrist with a steak knife. You know what I mean? And she made me go to therapy after that. And I was like, I don't know therapy, like, you know what I mean? But she made me go and I got a good thing out of it. It was a positive experience I got. Because the therapist, he was cool, and it just gave me a chance to talk to somebody else, you know, not my family member, and just get an opinion from somebody else, you know, just to hear what they got to say. And it definitely helped, so, you know, I applaud her for coming up here and sharing that with everybody. But, yeah, man, basically, you know, I got a rap group, named the rap group, it's called Mobb Deep. We've been putting out music since 1990. And you know, the music that we make is hardcore rap music. It's very hardcore rap music. And I would like to say that a lot of people might, you know, prejudge us just the fact that because it's hardcore, as soon as you hear it, you can tell that this is like, I don't want to hear that, turn that off, that's too hard, they cursing too much or whatever. But if you really listen to the words that I say in my songs, there's a serious message in every single song that I make. Because I know that what you put out there to the world, that's going to come back at you. It's called karma. What goes around comes around. That's just how nature works. That's how life works. So you can't put out bad messages and bad energy, you know. So, you know, I really, as I got older with my music, you know, I got in my mid-20s, I started really focusing on, and when I seen the success that we had over like Shook Ones and our first album, I started really putting my focus on putting the right message within the hardcore music still, without having to lose our fan base. You know, and that was a little task for me, but I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed putting the message in the lyrics. You know, that's like a challenge for me. But if you check the songs out, you're gonna pick that up. I don't know if you've ever picked it up before, but if you check our songs out, you'll pick it up now that I told you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I just want to thank everybody for coming out. You know, shout out to Chris Barrett from SenderPackage.com.
Yeah.
He got a great program going for inmates that's locked up, you know, so they can get their packages. It makes it real easy for the families to send loved ones and packages up top and all that. Thank you everybody that came up here and spoke earlier, you know, yeah, that's it. One love, y'all.
Yeah.
We do a little song if you don't mind, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, breathe.
That's why I came out here tonight. Maybe something that I say, maybe that'll set something off in your brain. You know what I mean? Maybe you can learn from it. You know, and you remember, like, yo, remember that dude was talking, oh, yeah, I remember he said that. Now I understand what he said. You know what I mean? Now I'm just understanding that things my grandmother used to teach me when I was a kid. You know, so it's very important, man, for us to, you know, just do positive things in life, man, and make the right choices in life, and help others. Like, be a good person. You know what I mean? Don't be, you know, cut the evilness out, man. Like, it's unnecessary. Like, completely help people. Like, you know, everybody doesn't deserve help. Sometimes you got to know when to step back. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to know when to walk away and get yourself out of that circle of so-called friends. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to walk away from people. But everybody in here is smart enough to know when it's time to do it. You can just feel it inside of you. You know what I mean? You can feel when somebody actually needs your help for real. And, you know, it helps change the entire world if you just help somebody. Be kind to somebody. You know what I mean? And do the right things in life. As individuals, and then, you know, as a collective, it all makes sense at the end of the day. You know, it helps change everything. So yeah, that's my message for tonight. Thank y'all. Yeah. This song called Quiet Storm right here. Check it out. Yo, I put my lights out in between the baby blinds. I'm a quiet storm, white round. Yeah, you heard it, but I ain't concerned with them. I pop more than you holding them. Make my rap, I'm a sun out, smoking them. My low chain, in broad day, like you're right. After life, I'm on my 98 dirt bike. Try to stop mine from growing. I make your blood stop flowing. Take affirmative action. Anybody if you're asking, here comes the Mac, yo. Use a, trying to speak the gun language with the drilling with that though. It ain't bad. Your whole going all phonics. Infamous Ronnie. Line to the top door like you got it. You ain't no out now for the night fish store. Rusty Shank Polo, it is yo, it's the real. Say what? Say what? Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Yeah, all D, spit that real. Say what? Say what? Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Yo, check it. Yo, the P-Rock 40-inch cable. how to shoot when I was 7. I used to bust shots crazy. Couldn't even look to the loud sound, you could scare me. I love my pops for that. Love my nigga be black. Take the life of anybody trying to change what's left. And through all of that, ain't scared to death. All y'all brand new, just scared to death. I spent too many nights living cold, damn right. Wasting my life. Now I'm trying to make things right. Grant over some things, invest in the rag business, do things for the kids. Real Jones in behind the crib so they can enjoy you. CDRs and VCRs, ATVs and big screen TVs. Please, make me risk my freedom. We worked our whole life for this. Yo, the real, yo, it's the real. That ain't fair. I'm up in the club. How you wildin' out when you walk on drugs to your edge on the wrong cut? Have OD cause it's never enough. It's the real. That ain't fair. I'm up in the club. How you wildin' out when you walk on drugs to your edge on the wrong cut? Have OD cause it's never enough. It's the real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One love, y'all. Yeah.